We're here.
And we're live. Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast in a town I didn't even know fucking existed. Hobart?
I think it's Hobart.
We're in Hobart, Indiana on the Bayliss Frasco tour. Nick Gerlach, my co-host of the podcast, is with us. How you doing, Nick?
Pretty good. I grew up about an hour and a half from here, and I've never been here before. So good routing. Thanks a lot, John.
I just walked off the van and just smelt racist.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that bad. We're close to Chicago here.
I saw a guy looking me up and down. He knew I was Jewish.
You did?
No, I'm lying.
Gee, how could he tell?
Don't be stupid. This tour's been a fucking blast. Last night was fun. Indiana, dude. You even brought some fans.
Thanks. What the fuck? Hey, you're a person too. Yeah, everybody's asking why I didn't sign the poster, and I was like, Andy wouldn't let me. He said it would bring the value down. There was one sign. There was like $70 signed, and then $65 if Nick signs it too.
Thanks for coming on tour with us, buddy.
Whitestown, baby.
Oh man, that was a fucking blast.
That used to not be a city, and now it is. It's full of rich tech racists.
Oh really?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, not racist, but
we went to some lawyer's house last night.
I bet you did.
Fucking partied down.
Zionsville,
or
Zoinsville, as I like to call it. The Eagles.
That was fun. Bobby showed up. Hey, Bobby, get over here. Bobby, our sound man's in the building.
He does not want to be in the podcast. Sound guys don't go on podcasts.
Say hi to the people, Bobby.
Come on, Bob.
Bobby, say hi to the people.
His name is Bob.
I call him Bobby.
Well, there's already a Bobby.
We have a thing.
Okay.
Me and Bobby have a thing.
Okay.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm calling him Bob.
Voice because I hung out with Andy till 5 in the morning.
No, I hung out with you till 5 in the morning, Bob. My voice is,
Yeah, you're not partying as hard as you do on the UN tour, even though you are partying.
God, I am so fucking, I'm happy.
Yeah, you actually like every single person in the van. It's insane. It's like your mood is so much different it's like you got laid every morning.
I'm just loving this tour because there's no pressure. You just have fun.
Mm-hmm. There's no pressure for you to play well or play piano well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. Because it's election week.
We put British people on.
We're making this a little light. We already know
who wins. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah, we're time travelers.
Like Andy's Jewish, so they already told us.
Yeah, they said. I've been getting a lot of people say, "What you control the weather? Do you control the election?" I'm like, God, fuck off, these fucking.
They don't control the weather.
I've been getting so much anti-Semitic shit in my DMs.
I never get the thing where like this side controls the weather. It's like, then why don't you vote for the people that can control the weather?
Yeah.
You're voting for the idiots who can't even control the weather? That you're just going to get mad at the other side? Vote for the people that can control the weather, obviously.
Yeah.
What, you're mad at? I don't know. I don't get it.
That's why I'll be running for president. Andy Frasco, 20.
You were born here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think LA counted as being born in America.
Shout out to the Dodgers. They won the World Series.
Oh, that was really cool. So nice to see something go LA's way for once. I'm just glad the Yankees didn't win those white trash fans. Did you see the people grabbing the ball out of...
trashy fans.
Who was it? Mookie Betts? Did you see this is Rob Gronkowski's roommate from college?
Really?
Yes. I met him. I met Rob Gronkowski.
He was so happy. The guy was so happy trying to take the ball away from him. He was such a cocksucker.
Yeah, he watched too much, I don't know, too much Barstool Sports. He's trying to get a Barstool Sports clip, too bad, on Twitter.
And he got it.
Well, one guy was kind of funny, the guy ripping the ball out of the hand. The other guy was, like, hitting him.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to hit the players. That's technically interference.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the election, Andy? Who'd you vote for?
We're not. I thought you said we're not fucking talking about it.
Andy doesn't vote.
I don't vote. My mom keeps on.
Because they assume you have a felony when you walk up. But like, you're a felon, right? No, well, just look like one and act like one. Smell like one and dream like one. Felon dreams.
I like Indiana.
Yeah, rules here. Everybody's so normal.
Everyone's fucking normal and cool.
And calm.
Everyone's kind of like you.
Yeah, it's because I'm from here, so...
They drink a lot in this town.
Yeah, there's not much else. Well, the weed's not legal, and everybody's pretty sad.
Yeah, and everyone has like 5 fucking kids.
Yeah, Indiana's cool for like a day or two, but then if you live here, you get real sad after a while.
Yeah, I had really?
There's darkness and clouds, and, you know...
I hang out with you every day. I see those darkness and clouds in here.
The economy's doing better, I guess, but, you know, it's just there's a lot of laws here that people don't like, stuff like that. Taylor Swift was in town.
Oh, yeah.
Our hotel was filled with Swifties.
Yeah, Annie made Bayliss sing a Taylor Swift song.
I'm surprised they let you to be in a building with that many 15-year-old girls in it.
Some of my jokes didn't land on this Bayliss Frasco. We tried to do we're going to get Bayliss up here after he eats, but I did a couple jokes that did not land. We tried to do the pedophile medley where we went from P. Diddy.
This isn't liberal Colorado. They don't think pedophilia is funny. They actually think it's a bad thing.
I'm not laughing about the pedophilia, but
I'm kidding.
It's so funny how different people from Illinois are and different from Indiana. Like we were played in Peoria, we played R. Kelly. They're like, yes, give it to me. We're like, we're gonna play R. Kelly, and it was just fucking crickets.
Might have been a timing thing because they are pretty much the same people. I mean, Peoria and
Also, R. Kelly's from Chicago.
he is from Chicago, so they support him still. And Michael Jackson's from Indiana, so you should have done a Michael Jackson joke.
No, we tried that. All the pedophile jokes did
So
not
what are you
work.
saying? People only like the pedophile from their home state?
It's like football players.
I guess. Like if you're a Browns fan, you have to pretend Deshaun Watson's cool still. I don't know if that's how it works. That's how the law should work.
Everyone in LA still loves OJ.
I still love OJ.
OJ.
Well, that wasn't pedophilia. He just killed his wife. That's the American dream.
Jesus. We should get Annie Bayliss on. Bayliss is looking at us like, this is what you get paid for. Speaking of that, volume.com. Thanks for paying us. This pedophilia bit is brought to you by volume.com.
Killing your wife is the American dream. He's in the Hall of Fame. He killed his wife. And then he went to jail for something else.
He went to jail for stealing his merch.
His own shit back.
I'm filming it. Yeah, get in here. Brandon Bayliss.
Brendan.
Hey, Brendan. How you doing?
I'm eating food.
How you doing?
Hell yeah.
You hear that?
Don't worry.
That's bacon.
It's called Foley.
Well, are you having fun?
Volume.com.
Volume.com, where men could kill their wives and entertain people.
No. We don't kill our wives on volume. That's
That
a crime.
sounds like a Debbie Gibson song. Only in my dreams.
Didn't you do a pedophile medley with Umphrey's?
I'm going to go finish my dinner. I'll be back.
Come back.
Well, to be fair,
Brendan Bayliss, ladies and gentlemen.
to be fair, you can hardly do a medley of popular songs anymore without at least one pedophile being in there at this
God,
point.
why do people like kids? I don't understand.
I don't know. I was at
It's
Brendan's house for
fucking weird.
2 hours, and I was ready to never see a kid again for the rest of my life. They're so loud, children.
I went trick-or-treating with the kids.
I saw that.
I know Brendan should tell this story, but it was so funny. They dressed me up as Beetlejuice. Shout out to Ryan Stasek for
What was his idea?
That was his costume.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Stasek.
People loved it. Like, oh my God, so creative. I'm like, did you put makeup on? I'm like, no, that's just how I look. All strung out.
Those are just my eyes by the middle of the week.
It's just my black raccoon eyes on a Wednesday.
What, you don't black out on Wednesday night?
Yeah, tell the. I've been having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, you've been having a good time. It's been a pretty low stress tour for you.
Oh yeah, and I went to Boca.
Numbers are good. Oh yeah, Boca.
Boca was fun.
What does Boca Raton mean? Wait.
It means
Mouth
Jewish
rat?
in Florida.
It means Jewish in Floridies?
So many Jews. I've never had so
Really?
much matzo ball soup and corned beef sandwiches in my life, dude.
Ooh, that sounds amazing, actually.
I fuck with corned beef.
Matzo ball soup is kind of my favorite soup.
It's so good.
Yeah. You guys know how to make some food?
But then there's like gefilte fish. That's fucking.
Well,
sucks.
you guys do like canned fish. That's the only drawback.
I love tinned fish.
I know. You were telling me that, and I was like, you psycho.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have something to say. It is tinned fish fall. We're gonna be eating. We're gonna be eating sardines and mackerel and all that good stuff. Actually, I can't fuck with that shit. The only thing I liked was this. I don't know if I just like the marketing.
Yeah, you
All the
usually do.
tin cans.
You do fall for marketing a lot.
I do fall for marketing.
You're like my girlfriend on Amazon.
Dude, I get hit. They get me every time on Instagram. And
You're
I'm
an
just,
Instagram marketer's wet dream.
Oh
dude.
my God, I buy everything on Instagram.
Your algorithm's insane, I bet.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Pokemon cards and shoes
T-shirts.
and T-shirts and pictures of women who are 20 years older than you.
It's amazing. Ugh.
Do the volume.com pitch a little bit.
Volume.com. You guys, yeah, I should. They're like, what the fuck was that pitch?
Hey.
Pedophiles. Hey, volume.com. Head to volume.com, people. It is a great website where you could find all your favorite artists live streaming their concerts. And if you're a concert content creator, this is the best place for you because we are building a subscription model. Yes, Nick and I will be giving you a subscription the World Saying podcast. We're changing the format after next. I can't believe it's almost the 300th episode.
I know.
Like that movie, like half of them.
Like that movie 300. I think 110 was my first episode.
Damn, you've been on 200 episodes?
I had a fan look it up. Well, there's some I haven't been on, but yeah, that's when I started at least.
Holy damn, where'd the time fly by, dude?
I don't know. You mean where does the time go?
Where does the time go?
God.
Yeah, I need to go to bed. This is my last show.
I want to do a trivia category one week of I'll say a cliche the way you said it, and people have to guess what
Frascoism.
And people have to guess what the real cliche was supposed to be. A bird in the hand is worth two in the guitar. What is the cliche that he was trying to say? A bush in the bird is three in the hand.
I'm really proud of myself. I did 152 shows this year.
It's pretty good for you.
By November.
That's low for you, actually, I feel like.
It is.
Yeah. Now you're going to Italy.
Me and John, me, and the fucking Cuckoozes. We're like, I feel like we're like beat up soldiers. Like we're rolling into Italy, just fucking beat up and just crude.
You're just like war veterans, you guys. You're just no different.
You don't realize how much shit I put in my body.
Okay, but they're in war.
So I am too.
Okay. All right.
I'm in a war with cocaine.
If you're a Navy SEAL, please call into the voicemail line and ask Andy certain things you've done.
It's me versus cocaine.
Navy SEALs versus Andy, whose life is harder. They get a retirement, though. That's one thing, and free college.
Yeah, I just get cirrhosis of the liver, and they call the day. Hey, good luck, man. You had a great career. Here's cirrhosis
and indigestion,
and acid reflux. But it's been a week. I went to Boca, and I flew straight to Bayliss's to learn Umphrey McGee song. I didn't realize
Boca Raton. Boca means mouth, right, in Spanish?
I think are you proud of me that I learned some songs, Bayliss?
Does Boca Raton mean mouth rat?
Bayliss, get over here. Get over here. Brendan Bayliss lays in from Umphrey's McGee.
Queen.
I wouldn't say you learned.
There's a cop at the podcast, guys. Be chill.
There's a cop here. There's a cop here. Be chill. There's a cop here.
I appreciate your effort.
I tried.
He's got a gun.
Yeah.
You don't. What'd you say? You don't think you learned them?
Yeah, learning and I think your definition of learned is different than mine.
Yeah, I see. Your wife gave me the fucking stink eye every time I
really.
Oh, dude! Every time I'm practicing at sound check, she's like, I only fucked up once, Susanna.
That's crazy.
Why are you still talking about it?
I know.
Let it go.
People make mistakes.
You don't beat yourself up when you fuck up again.
Oh, sure I do.
You're Catholic. You have that shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm still upset about things that happened 25 years ago.
Like what?
Volume.com, everybody.
Bayliss, tell the fan base about Halloween.
Oh yeah, Halloween was spectacular. Oh, yeah. Andy came to my house early to learn some songs. And
You're right there with me, brother. Don't fucking throw me under the bus. You're right there with me.
He dressed up like Beetlejuice. My wife dressed up like Gina Davis, and I dressed up like Alec Baldwin before
pre-shooting.
Yes, pre-shooting.
And, he killed someone. Everybody.
We tried to find a little pistol to put in his pocket. So it's like young and old Baldwin.
Yeah, but I was with glasses Baldwin, and at one point Andy left to go pick up some of the kids to bring them back to our neighborhood. So I told Andy, I was like, you know what? Whoever rings the doorbell, you should answer the door, and you should be giving out the candy because you don't get to do this much.
Yeah.
So Andy Frasco with green hair goes out with a cigarette, and he's like, come on, kids, get the candy. Here's the candy. Take the candy from the stranger.
I mean, that is Beetlejuice.
Yeah. He is in character, but I watched the family.
I wasn't really into character. That was just being
That was
me.
you. You were just being
Hey,
you.
kids.
But I saw a family walk up, and they stopped and looked at you and just kept on going.
Kids, we don't go to that house, do we? What did we say about going to the Bayliss house? Not when that guy's there.
Not when that guy's there.
Creepy Uncle Andy.
But it was nice. Drunk treating.
Dude, this is the first. We don't get to spend 5 days with each other. So
Thank
it was
God.
nice.
Drunkle Andy.
I think we'd kill each other.
Drunkle Andy.
Drunkle Andy. Here he is. I'm like, so you want to have a cocktail? He's like, you're like, it's 3:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, no, and he shows up at my house, and we're in the basement. My kids come home from school, and they all run downstairs to say hi to him, and they all give him a hug, and they look at me, and I'm like, what? And I look at my daughter. I'm like, no hug for me. She goes, Dad, it's his time to shine.
They put me in the calendar, dude.
Finally, Andy has the time to shine.
God, I love when kids like me. That actually
Brennan's
sounded
daughter's
weird.
a real firecracker. I like her. We had a good conversation right when I got there. I got it. The loudest
she was sizing
inquisition
you
of my
up.
life.
Who do you think is going to be like the rock star out of all your kids?
My daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Not even close.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Because everyone has their own personalities, but
She could have her own talk show.
everyone just absorbs her.
Yeah. And hopefully in about 4 years.
Yeah,
you
let's get
then
that
I'll retire,
fucking.
and she'll be. I'll be managing.
Let's go. Let's get that royalty
You can be
check,
like-
baby. Let's go.
Like the
We're
Drew
gonna put her to
Barrymore,
work.
Drew Barrymore talk show.
Put her to
She could
work.
easily do that.
Can I go finish my dinner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 2 more things.
Okay.
Thank you. This has been a great tour.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you too.
This is so cool, and I'm having fun. You're the best. I hope I'm making you proud, and I hope I'm not. I did say one joke. I'm like, hey, we should have a threesome, me, you, and Andy.
I thought it was funny.
No one
I was like, nope.
No one liked that.
No one liked it. They didn't like the petio joke, and they didn't like me being part of a cuck situation.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, but you're gonna grow from these learning experiences.
Today,
Learning
in
experiences.
Hobart, I'm not going to say anything about pedophiles or talk about having a threesome with you and your wife.
Andy's the first guy to have a threesome with a married couple and still sit in the cuck chair and just watch.
All right, I'm gonna go have dinner.
All right, go ahead. Brandon
you,
Bayliss,
guys.
thank you. Love you, buddy. I'll see you on stage in a couple minutes. Wow, he's our man. That's our fucking guy. That's our show pony.
Nope, he's 3.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hello. We love him.
I like Brendan. Yeah.
I like this whole crew.
He's a
The
good
whole
dude.
Umphrey's crew is cool. And then Sam Sutton is tour managing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We got Bobby driving.
It's a bunch of people with real lives and kids just driving our dumbasses around.
Yeah. I was hanging out with Bob last
I'm like, I have
night.
to host a trivia show tomorrow. I'm going to be tired. They're like, I have to take my kid to school at 7 in the fucking morning, you piece of shit.
Yeah. What's the worst day, Bob? What's the worst day of like after a tour? Is it the Monday and you have to like your wife just makes you throw the kids saying good luck?
Sure.
Don't ask sound
Bob
guys
doesn't
questions.
want to talk at all.
He's a monitor guy and a sound guy. They're behind the curtain.
We were bonding. He doesn't want to admit it, but we were bonding.
You're
We
allowed
were-
to bond
we
with
were having
people.
Friends. We were being friends.
Yeah, but every friend doesn't have to be in the podcast. You
He
know
was
what I mean?
offended I didn't have his phone number in my contacts. So he's like, I can't believe this.
I'm
I got
sorry.
a new phone.
I'll text you, Bob.
Don't you fucking gaslight me.
I'm funny as shit. People love when I text them. I keep it light and I talk about sports.
We got the heavy on the show, people.
Yep, we have some British people.
Saved for years, by the way.
What?
Mika's had my phone number saved for years.
Yep.
Oh my
773 something.
It looks like you taught this your whole crew about guilt trips, huh? There, Bayliss. Yeah, he sure did, huh?
It's that Catholic mom
That
firepower.
Catholic, yeah, it's that Catholic mafia. Umphrey's McGee. They teach you guilt and solos,
Long solos.
long solos.
With somehow another drum solo going on behind it.
Yeah, Chris Myers is soloing. He's not. They're like, hey guys, look at me. I need attention too.
He is jacked though.
He is.
Yeah.
He's,
Got to give him that.
yeah, he is. He's got really strong shoulders. He's kind of hot.
He used to run a lot. I don't know if he does that anymore, but he used to be a runner.
He wears these like little professor glasses too. It's like it's kind of cute.
Pretty hot guy, actually.
You know who's cute? Sam's son.
He's a cutie. He's a button.
He's a little button.
Yeah, he's a panda bear.
He is. I love his wife too, Marlo.
I bet he's fun to sleep in bed with.
Yeah, he'd be a good cuddler.
Unless he snores really loud.
Does Sam snore? Yeah, I can't handle that. I can't handle.
I don't think I snore that much.
I fucking love Ambien.
You do?
I was just thinking about it.
Who's that? Some girl you hooked up with in Chicago?
Yeah.
Ambien?
Yeah. She's a Disco Biscuits fan.
Short for Ambionetta.
Ambionetta from Wisconsin. Oh, it's so great. I don't take it much.
I never have. I'm scared to take sleepy medicine because I think I'll get addicted.
Oh yeah, you will because you don't sleep.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly. I actually kind of slept last night. It was nice.
So who's gonna win the presidency?
Either Trump or Kamala, probably. I'm thinking one of those two.
You think it's gonna be scary out there?
Whoever wins, they will have my undying support.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess. Who cares?
It's kind of scary.
Kind of scary, but it's also not that scary. They say every election's the scariest and most important election ever.
Yeah. And they also say, I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be a civil war of whoever wins
No
or
way.
loses.
We're too lazy.
Yeah, this country's too lazy and we're too broke.
We might outsource the Civil War to like immigrants or something. Maybe have them fight it for us because that's the only fucking way we work in this country
They're
anymore.
like, good luck, Puerto Rico. Yeah, we're outsourcing our civil wars.
First country to
That's so
outsource the
fucking-
Civil War.
Well, we have to play a show here soon.
Damn, that was 20 minutes.
I know. You want to give the people motivation on this election week before we have Heavy?
I don't.
By the way, guys, Heavy, great fucking band.
They were cool as fuck.
And they were cool as shit, and they're honest. We wanted to get a British band in here. Then none of the American bands we had on the interviews like said, please don't put us on election day.
That really happened.
Yeah, they're like,
I get it, but also you could argue that the juxtaposition against everything else. I don't know. Whatever. Who gives a fuck?
It doesn't give. I don't know. We're trying to make things light.
But the British didn't give a fuck.
We're not. The British are like, bring it on. We don't give a fuck. We were just talking shit about you Americans anyway. So
yeah.
So this is gonna be a good episode. And
they're
you're gonna
cool.
hear what the United Kingdom people think of
They're
how
called, or British people.
Oh, British people.
Yeah.
They call British people.
They're just British. Yeah.
God, this is my last show. I'm done. My brain's fried. Everything. I'm trying to convince Sam to drive straight to Peoria tonight.
I know.
I was like,
he's got kids.
I'll drive. I swear. And I'm just like
You're
drinking
already
beer.
drinking a Rolling Rock. God, the Bud Light of Pennsylvania.
It's actually good beer.
Yeah.
I forgot how good this beer is.
Yeah, only out of the glass, right?
Volume.com and Rolling Rock. I would love to be sponsored by Rolling Rock.
Yeah.
I like the color.
I'll take money from basically anybody.
I literally don't give a fuck at this point. I will take money. Well, not from everyone. Yeah,
What?
Fuck it, everybody.
Name a company that's bad. Name one bad company.
Yeah, I'll probably take money from anyone at this point.
Yeah.
New single. When I go out to Europe, Try Not to Die. A new single from Andy Frasco and Ewan to be coming out, so stick around for that. But I'm done. I got no shows to promote, people. I'm going to Europe, and I'm going to find myself. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to
do an hour by
speak
myself.
Italian. Nick is going to take control of the podcast for the next 3 weeks.
Just be an hour of me.
I'm disappearing. I'm getting the fuck out of this music scene for a couple months.
Yep.
I'll say that, then I'll be on fucking Instagram the next day.
They got La Instagram or whatever in Italy. Whatever the fuck it is. La Instagrama.
Instagram.
La Instagram. The reel. You make the reels.
I'm so excited to take a break.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how much of a break you take.
I know, that's the thing. We just found out some news about the cartoon.
No, we're not going to talk about more. Don't.
I won't do it. Fuck.
Leave it to their imagination.
It's so exciting.
It's
Guys,
fun.
this thing is about to happen to all of us.
I read that.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
We just got someone else greenlit on it.
Oh, cool. I haven't actually heard about this.
Oh, really?
No, you didn't tell me about this yet.
I'll bleep her out. Sarah Silverman greenlit.
Oh, shit. That's dope. Am I still going to do one of the things?
Yeah, you're in it. We put you in it.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I was born to do voiceovers.
It's crazy. Thank God.
Hey.
Everything's finally happening. When you work, people, this is my motivational.
Buying a condo.
I'm buying a condo. I'm getting the fuck out of Denver too. Bye, guys. I'm going back to LA or Chicago. All right, guys. Election week. I know it's scary times. Don't be a sore loser. Whoever loses, just don't be a fucking sore
Take the
loser.
L.
Take the L and fucking move on, and just try to figure out a way to be fucking happy.
Unless you definitely think they rigged it.
Unless you definitely, God, you can't say that.
I know, I'm kidding.
Everyone thinks everything is rigged these days.
I know.
Someone asked me last night at the party, he's like, have you ever been to any P. Diddy parties? I'm like, who the fuck do you think
How
I am?
famous do you think I am, number one? And number two,
I'm in the jam scene.
Yeah.
We're playing Whitestown, Indiana. Do you think I'm that famous?
Exactly. It's sold out, though, at least.
We sold it out. Tonight, I think we sold 300 tickets tonight to this theater, too. We're playing
Pretty
like
good.
this.
For a town that doesn't exist, that's pretty fucking good.
It's true. I told my mom, hey, I'm in Hobart.
We're in a liminal space right now.
Yeah. I can't wait. This is a cool city. I'm really excited to play it. Nick, give them some motivation.
Just go vote.
Yeah.
I don't care. Just don't be one of those people that doesn't vote and then complains. Unless you want to do that, I guess. I don't really care. Just
You have the van keys?
I don't have the van keys, Bob. Get the fuck.
God, that was awesome, actually.
Okay.
That's my motivation for the week, too. Do you have the van keys?
Your motivation, just find your keys. And don't take an L with grace if you're losing. And if you're winning, don't rub it in their face. We need to all be together, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. Chris, play the heavy. The heavy boys and girls. They're fucking tight, dude. These guys have an original sound. They kind of sound like Stonesy, but they're modern. The guy produces.
He does everything.
He does everything. And he's
a control freak.
Yeah, he's got his lovely
control freak
girl partner. They don't like talking that they're like dating, but
they made us cut it out of the interview.
They made us cut it out, but they're
So
dating.
probably cut out of this too.
They'll probably cut this out too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, enjoy it. Thanks for coming on this trip.
Who do I invoice? You or Umphrey's?
You're actually invoicing both of us.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
I'm actually Bayliss. I'm actually Nick's agent, and we'll be sending you an invoice for his services as well. $13. Oh yeah, remember
My rate's gone up a little bit in the last couple of years. Now that I work for Andy Frasco.
Yeah, he's making
$40.48.
All right, we got to work on the second set.
Here we go.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Heavy. How you guys doing?
We're doing well, thank you.
Good, thank you.
Where are you guys at? You in America still on your never-ending tour? It feels like you guys have been on tour forever, dude.
Yes, it feels like that for us as well. We're in LA right now. We're coming into the last 2 weeks, but we've basically been here since April.
Oh, man. Do you miss home or you over England?
It's such a flip-flop situation because when you're there, you miss here, and when you're here, I don't really miss that.
You can always go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
What? I was curious. Like, what started to pop first, America or the UK for you guys?
the UK hasn't even popped,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them.
Oh, really?
right?
Yeah, fuck them. You don't need them.
I know. We have American management and labels, so they basically just went, come over here and we'll put you into the machine.
Here we go.
More venues here anyway.
You're on ATO, right?
Yeah.
So what's your take? So how was that approach when because you guys are a fairly new band, and I've been loving your records forever. I think you have a great sound, and I think your producing is spot on with how it just feels timeless. This tunes. How did ATO get a hold of y'all, or did you start pitching to all these different labels, or was it specifically you wanted to be on ATO, or how was that?
They came, we were sent to them by a guy online. And the president of the label had been sent us twice in 1 week. And the first time he was like, eh. And the second, he was like, I get sent stuff all the time. I'm just not going to listen. And then he got sent us again in the same week. And he was like, okay, maybe I should listen to them. But we only played 6 gigs in the UK. And then that happened. It was really, really wild. So we're still kind of holding on for dear life.
Is this going to end at any moment?
Yeah, especially in today's modern music industry. Is it are you the cool kids, or are you or do they really?
In the pan.
Yeah, how do labels consider? Oh, we're gonna spend more than one album on a band.
Yeah, I know. It was really wild, but I think ATO has so many of my favorite artists and bands anyway, and they're artist focused. They're about the music, and I think that's quite rare these days.
Mm-hmm.
They're more about the music than they are about the pop machine.
Right.
Even if you're in a band, even if you're in a rock band, it seems like everybody has to fit into the pop machine. So I think we're quite lucky that we're with them because they really care about the music and the expression of the artist over, other stuff.
Instagram reels.
Yeah, Instagram reels and heroin and money.
Not heroin, TikTok. TikTok's the new heroin.
Yeah, TikTok is the new heroin, actually. Yeah, I heard an article how you guys are just over fucking social media, which I thought was so cool. Tell me about that. Tell me why it's such a poison.
It's just shit, isn't it?
It's so demanding on you.
It's just so bloody vain, and it's such a shame that that's become the sort of current in mainstream life. It's sort of defined by that shit, really. But I can't be doing with it at all. But it is a useful tool ultimately, and it's you have a huge window to millions of people, but the way that it's kind of set up, it means you've got to kind of sell your soul to sort of get on those train tracks and be relevant. But it's, I find the whole thing nauseating in the extreme.
I think if you can find ways that feel authentic to you on social media, because I like creating things. So I actually really like the whole sort of, I've started doing these tour diaries, and they've actually been a great way to keep me sane.
Uh-huh.
On but like that feels very authentic. I don't feel like I'm doing anything like, oh, I'm posing and all of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Let me get the ring light out.
Yeah, let me get the ring light out for this tour diary, dude.
But it's tough because like we got discovered through a Spotify playlist and Instagram. So you can't hate on it too much because it is a really powerful tool.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I found you guys. Go Down River, I think the song's called. I saw it on a Spotify list. I'm like, holy, these motherfuckers are dope. I thought you were American as fuck. And then I started digging down on your stuff. I'm like, they are British as fuck. And I was like, damn, this is
We're not that different.
No, but like, what's your take on records? Like, how do you approach records? Like, what gets you high about making such an old, timeless record?
I think it's the sound, I'm so obsessed with the 60s and the recording techniques, the way it sounds. I love the sort of saturation on things, whether that's, people like Howlin' Wolf or stuff from Muscle Shoals or even the Phil Spector stuff. The way that it's like on the edge of breakup to my ears sounds great, It's
right.
super, super warm and like full of character. And I feel like for one, it captures the performance better, and it's a cool way to do it. But it just sounds more
real.
Well, it's more like not real, like more like beautiful than real. It's almost like a film version of real life. Digital's so clear and clinical. It's kind of a bit kind of like, yeah, that's it. But then analog sort of film or photography, or whatever, it has that beautiful kind of not filter on it, but it's that kind of way. And that for me is like the most pleasing thing. And writing into that sound is super exciting. Once you've got that stuff dialed in, the reverbs and the saturation, actually writing music that sort of fits that and works for that is awesome. I think that's what drives us.
Is that the first step in your writing process, is getting that reverb, that saturation, or do you write songs first?
It's more recently I've been changing tack really, but I normally have it set up and then just sort of write into it.
That's tight.
But I try not to write. I try not to get too producey with it straight away. I like to sort of have the sound and just an acoustic guitar and vocal and try and come up with a song within that sound, but in the most simple terms.
Yeah,
because I've fallen foul to sort of just building really cool grooves and then trying to find a song, and that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
So but writing into the reverb is almost essential, especially for the vocal. Hearing that sort of feedback from the actual and the way that the phonetics of different words sound. But a mixed method these days. It seems to be different every time.
Why don't you take that same philosophy in social media? Say fuck it, just go into the verb, baby.
It's like a template.
Yeah, like a template. Go find those housewives,
They
bud.
must hate CGI movies, huh? You're not into Avatar?
But no, it's a great process. It's like I think people should do that more, but a lot of people aren't gifted producers like you are. Were you producing other bands before you were just doing your own project, or was this just always like?
I've just been doing my own shit, really. Like I've dabbled with a few other things, but they haven't really been along the lines that I've wanted to do. So yeah, I've just done my own thing. I had another band before, and I think that my personal sort of production has evolved with my, constantly writing this sort of music, so that they come together sort of hand in hand quite nicely. So, but we did Heavy and putting Georgie's voice in there and added all the harmonies. It was like, this is like the apex of what I've been trying to do, really. So it's working out.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because your harmonies are so just intertwined with each other. I was wondering if you guys like hook up or if you like dated each other or like. It's like, how did you guys connect so quickly in 2 years? I mean, it feels like you guys are soulmates.
We've known each other for 10 years. We met on a recording project 10 years ago, but we formed the heavy. We formed the heavy just before lockdown. We played 2 acoustic gigs with like 3 demos, and then COVID happened. And then we spent COVID, like we released essentially what was the EP in 2020, just like threw it out online on Bandcamp, blah, 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 blah. And then as restrictions lifted, we were like, we should probably find a band. So this was 2021. So by the end of 2021, like October 2021, we played like the first, I don't know, freaking pub gig or something. And then the beginning of 2022 was when we got signed. Oh. But we'd known each other for years. We just hadn't. We'd been working on different. I mean, we were in different parts of the country.
Yeah, it's like a certain point we put Georgie's voice on my old demos for my old band, and they were like, "Oh, this really fucking works." And it was never really a kind of, "Oh shit, they really sound good together." It was more like Georgie can sing like that, and I can sort of set it up so it's going to sound good. But I think as we've gone through it, we realised our voices do actually blend really, really well, which is it's not something we considered actually really, because I could kind of fuck it up enough that it make it all glue together.
And like we didn't realise that our voices sounded good together until people started saying.
Yeah, we got the other two guys in the band, and they somehow fit into it as well, which is amazing because they're such.
Sometimes you need that third person perspective.
What songs on these records like have you had just demoed for like 10 years and like you just feel like it wasn't there, and then you had Georgie on and like, oh fuck, it makes sense. That's what it needed.
Yeah, there it is. It needs a beautiful singer on top.
Yeah. I mean, sort of Go Down River. The first one that sort of popped off was definitely one of those. It sat there for ages, and I didn't have a chorus and anything, and I knew the verse was something really cool, and put Georgie into it. I was like, oh fuck, here we go. And things like Wild Emotion on the new record that sat for years and years.
Because You're Mine.
Because You're Mine, I've played for sort of 15 years.
Fuck yeah.
So they're not new songs; they're just new to us.
Yeah,
exactly.
And like, we're sort of playing catch up because, like, you know, by the time the EP was released and sort of found, I was already working on the next thing, and then we've ended up touring so much, so I'm sort of grabbing stuff that was made a little while ago, and we're sort of playing catch up. And I'm hoping the next stuff we'll actually have some time to write some new stuff. But yeah, we've got an enormous back catalogue that we haven't actually put out yet, really.
What's your take on playing new songs that aren't released yet live? Do you like you throw it out there, throw shit on the wall, see if it sticks?
Yeah.
Well,
we love it.
To put it into perspective, this is our 7th tour of the US in 2 years, and the first 6 we only had half the set that people knew.
Christ.
So we're very used to just throwing 7-8 songs.
We need 20 minutes.
We're headlining now. Fucking whatever. What song did you haven't played in 12 years? Let's fucking go, dude.
Can you solo?
That's
hardcore
hilarious.
section.
I got a question. Are you a control freak?
Yeah, we noticed you
mix, master everything. Are you a control freak?
Yeah.
I'll clap to that.
I like that he admitted it immediately.
I like honesty.
There's a real power and advantage to being a control freak because you always get the sound you want.
Yeah. You know what you want.
Well, Will always says that, like, even when if we're sound checking and a sound isn't quite right on stage, he's like, it's, what do you say? It's
fucking shit.
You say, like, if it's not right, I don't know. It's not a very philosophical thing, but it's just straight to the point of, like, if it's not right, it's not right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's kind of the only one that really knows what's right.
Yeah, I don't like it when people are just like, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's like, well, fine is fucking irrelevant. Like, we've got to be shining. So
specific.
Fine is the way to hell,
dude. That's that's the British in them.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that in you.
So blunt.
Well, yeah, like. Can you give us that old traditional British meltdown? Have you had one on stage, like Liam Gallagher, like "fuck you, you dumb pricks"?
There was one.
Was there?
There was one in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, some fucking sound guy in Brooklyn was out there to ruin my life. So he got to me a little bit on stage, but I'm
give
pretty
us the
sure
whole story.
fine.
I got to hear the whole thing.
We hate sound guys too. So
we hate sound guys. Yeah.
He was a dickhead from the first moment. Like, from the first moment of sound check, he was just rude as hell. Yeah. Like, he was above us kind of thing.
I was trying to explain to him about the reverb and stuff live, and I literally just be like, just starting a conversation, like mid-sentence, he'd just walk up, like literally turn off and just walk off in a different direction. And it's happened like 5 times, and he was bragging about how he'd given the support band like 5 minutes to sound check so he could have more time to sit and have cigarettes. Like,
which we hated because the support
Yeah, they're our friends.
Are our friends.
Right.
I mean, even regardless of that, like,
Just do your job.
if you're supporting, do your job.
Yeah, he was shit. And then, like, on the stage, like, the monitors, like, I don't know what was doing. He was just changing it. And I was like, right, I just need this and this. And then it was like such extreme changes. I was like, man, I just stopped this. I was like, man, stop and start this fucking shit again. Just give me my vocal and my wedge. That's all I want. And then he puts my vocal and my wedge with nothing else. And that's fine. And then all of a sudden the reverb creeps in. I was just like,
so you
bit less reverb. And then he puts reverb up full. And I can see,
he's
I can
fucking
see
with
him
you.
up there.
He's fucking with you.
I was
Yeah.
like, and I was there like, you really fucked me off here. But
A lot
other
of failed
than that,
musicians
it's
in
been-
that job.
He's like, remember Normandy? Remember World War II, brother?
We saved you, but I'm not saving you this time.
We ain't saving you this time. That's fucked. I would be so pissed, dude. When that shit happens, I just. But I'm like so passive aggressive. I'll just stare at him.
Yeah,
like that's why I need to learn the British. Like, go fuck off.
Or you'll
Like,
walk off.
I'll walk off and be like,
Yeah, but you tour with your own guy now, so that's a little different.
yeah. Do you have a sound guy now, or is it still small crew?
Yeah, we do.
That makes it a lot better, huh?
no, we
Yeah, hugely. Yeah.
especially with the like specific reverb, like
Right.
Yeah.
we spent
Oh,
the first
2 years explaining the reverb thing live to every sound engineer we met. Like everybody, like whatever you think is too much reverb, we want a little bit more than that.
Yeah, because reverb's so
every
specific too.
Yeah, sound engineers are scared of it in general, like to the
Right.
extent that we like it.
Right.
So they're like, you ask what you want, they're like, you can't be serious, and they're like, I'm not doing that. Like, you've got to do that.
It's the sound.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
yeah.
us if it's not that. That's what the record is.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're not making that much money right now, it's like that relief of not having to yell at every fucking sound guy every day. Just pay the sound man. Easy, happy wife, happy life.
And they're in it. They're in it with you on tour, so like they're more just.
They
you know,
get it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a vibe, It's like,
They feel like they're part of it more, so they try harder.
all right, give me the
yeah.
shittiest gig of America. What was the
What's
worst
your least
one?
favorite city in
what
America?
What was the worst food? Just give me everything. What do you hate about America?
Ooh.
Before we talk about what we love about America,
Peoria.
Oh, Peoria. That
comes up a lot.
what Kenny's West Side?
Peoria. Some person in the bar said that it's Peoria. It rhymes with gonorrhea.
Is that how you say it? Yeah.
No, it's Peoria. They're fucking
We
with
had
you. Yeah.
We had a shit gig at Zanzibar in Louisville, Kentucky.
I play there.
But only, the sound guy was sort of legendarily an arsehole. He was so consistently a dick. It was great. I actually really enjoyed it.
Kind of every question you asked him, his answer was, "I don't care." Like, oh.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Every single thing. I don't care.
Like, at least you're
and he said it's
consistent.
yeah, it was great. No, that was famous. There was like 10 people there, and I think a guy did a fake proposal on stage.
Yeah.
It was all very weird.
Oh my
But
god!
that's
That
the
was
place
like
that's like a
the
diner,
second gig
right?
ever in the States.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's like a diner, that place. Yeah.
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 There's loads of pinball machines and stuff. It was a cool spot, but yeah, the guy famously a dick, but it was cool. I enjoyed it.
I liked him.
He was good at what he
I
did,
liked
but he
his
was
attitude.
strange.
Like his attitude. No bullshit, right? I like people who are no
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're pissed at me, just fucking be pissed at me.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Like let's just fucking let's get
Exactly.
it through and let's fucking go.
Rip the
right?
Band-Aid off.
Rip the fucking
Right.
Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we're going back
Exactly.
to social media. I'm just kidding.
Andy's really good at social media.
No, that's it's insane. It's like we toured through Europe and like we're on that thing where we were really big in Europe and stuff because we do about 250 shows a year or so. So it's like we're in Europe a lot, and then you could tell some of these fucking sound guys. I get pissed at the
Germans?
German sound guys.
God, you got to be there 10 minutes
Yeah.
earlier.
They see my afro, my little Jewish afro. They're like, "All right, here we go." No, I'm just kidding.
Not these people again.
Here we go. I thought we wiped them out. No, it's I'm just kidding. I'm just
Those
kidding.
Germans, though, you got to be on time, or they're very fastidious people. That's why they make good cars.
Yeah, the sound checks in
Yeah.
Europe are so different. Like they're like sound checks at 4:12 we do sound check. At
Yeah.
4:45, 30 seconds we have dinner.
Yeah.
And America's like, yeah, let me have a cigarette. We'll fucking do it. You know,
Yeah,
like-
exactly. And they won't make you eat mayonnaise on your sandwich.
what was how was Newport Folk Festival? Did you have fun?
Yes, that was
Yeah, that was amazing.
magical. Yeah, magical vibes.
I feel that's your
Really
vibe,
amazing.
man. What's There's something about American festivals, though. What do you feel about them?
They're not as raucous as British festivals or European.
Yeah.
I've been sent quite a lot of memes over the summer of like asking an American, what's the worst thing that's ever happened that you've ever seen at a festival? And this girl said someone spat on the floor, and then they asked a British person, and the British person said they snorted ketamine off a shitty toilet seat.
Well, I could show you some festivals here where
shit.
that's happening, actually. I know a couple of those.
Disgusting.
You got to get in the jam band scene.
I
You'll
don't
see
know.
plenty of that.
I feel like there are more rules here. Like there are more. You can't smoke, and in like a lot of areas, and you can't. I don't know.
British ones again like that. I think that a lot of the British ones are predominantly camping festivals, and we've done a lot over here which aren't camping.
Yeah.
That totally changes the vibe. I think the size and the kind of like sort of Bonnaroo versus Glastonbury. Bonnaroo is like much smaller, and like it's much nicer, and it's all kind of. It's on a great level, but like for instance, Glastonbury is like going to a different universe. I'm sure if you guys have been, you know, the difference is huge. But you know,
also the age restriction for drinking completely changes.
We're used to like 15-year-olds getting like paralytic over here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's just throwing up from beer. It's like no one drinks hard alcohol in Europe. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, we're just like belligerently alcoholics in America that you have to be 21 to drink or everyone will have an alcohol problem before 15.
Yeah, they're all doing drugs instead.
But like, I think differently. If you give kids an option to drink at 15, you're not going to take it to the limit. Yeah. Because as your brain's growing up, right? You guys never got into drugs.
I agree.
You ever get into coke or anything or any of that stuff?
No, I mean, there's a massive scene in London, but like, all my friends who were massively into coke are now, but it was recreational. Right. Like it was just, one was using it as a tool to get through their life. They were using it at the weekends to have a piss up, and that's it. And then they got on with their week, you know. I don't know. I do feel like there's a difference between like the way we use drugs recreationally and kind of, there seem to be a lot of people that have been in AA over here where I'm like, why? Like, you seem like, I don't know, we have the same outlook on life. And I just understand that I don't understand how it goes from like just having a recreational time to being like in quite a desperate situation where you have to force yourself to stop. Otherwise you're going to plummet. I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe it's guilt.
I'm proud of being a binge drinker. I'm proud of it.
Let's go.
You guys should hang out.
Yeah, I think you and I would hang out very well, brother.
You both got cool hair.
Yeah, I can handle my drinking. Sometimes, you know, I'll still dabble in the cocaine and the nitrous and all that shit. But like, you know, in America, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in Europe go to Europe quicker because it's also free.
What?
Healthcare.
Oh, like, yeah, it's true.
Like, so like,
they can go to the doctor.
They go to the doctor and fucking figure it out. We're out here like we can't figure it out until our liver fails.
Yeah, I had to sell my car to get finger surgery.
Yeah.
No, we do say that, and it's the same with like when you're out on the street. You know, like London has a homeless problem, but it's nothing like there is in. Well, really any major city in the US. And that's down to the fact that we have a good social care system with free healthcare and mental health with medication provided, you know?
Right, yeah.
So anyway, that's going quite deep into the social constructs of our different countries. But there is a very different version of what like homelessness looks like on the streets of London or whatever as it does to.
It's like that in Denver. Have you guys played Denver much? Or?
Yeah, we've done Boulder and Denver and some spots around there for sure.
Yeah, you're not going to see any homeless in Aspen, but yeah.
No, Aspen's a little bit different than Denver. Yes, exactly. It's more of everybody's second. It's my other $4 million home. Is what.
If they're homeless, that means their parents got them off the trust fund or something.
Yeah, the homeless people there make like $300K a year.
Yeah. So you're your studio. You both lived in kind of smaller towns in the UK.
Yeah, I did. I lived in like basically the Hobart in Lord of the Rings. That's basically where I lived. Shire.
That's actually where it was written.
Yeah, like legitimately there. In the properly, British rural countryside. But you lived
I grew up, I grew up in a tiny village outside of Brighton, but like Brighton was where all my formative years were spent. And then I lived in London. So Will definitely has lived in smaller towns than me.
Yes.
What's it like being the only girl in the band?
That's a question for you, Jordan.
Will, it's a blessing and a curse because there's no one whose brain thinks 5 steps ahead, which is annoying.
I like you, Georgie.
Who can multitask to the same level, which is really annoying. But also I get treated like a princess, so I can't complain.
So you were respectful, man, at least.
What was the biggest blow you guys have ever had?
The biggest blow. Oh my God.
We've been pretty lucky, to be honest, man. We've had a very kind of plain sailing existence, and our managers are, elite, I think.
Yeah.
So I'd say, biggest blow.
When you say blow, do you mean like
Blowout,
disappointment?
Like fight.
Just like you ever fight, like kind of like rash, like blowout, like you guys like just like fuck off, and telling each other like fuck off,
Oh yeah,
every 3 weeks.
Lunch, I don't know.
Probably every 2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks? Yeah.
Probably every 2 weeks.
Like clockwork, and it's definitely always my fault, whatever the situation is.
Well, of course it is.
At least you're self-aware
I've
about
already
it.
been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for 5 days.
It gets pretty scary out here, man. It's yeah.
No, I tell you what.
It gets
is
pretty
'cause
scary out here. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Traveling around all the time, it fucks up your period if you're unlucky. And so that means that a lot of the time I don't know where I am in my cycle. So I could be feeling like the bitch from hell. And I think maybe I'm in like my ovulation week and it's actually Will's fault. And it turns out it's not, because then I come on my period.
Yeah, Will's ovulating.
I'm just out here trying to make the music.
Well, this has been great to get to know you guys. I know you got to get out of there. I know you got. Where are you? LA?
Yeah, they're in LA. They're playing the Troubadour tonight.
I grew up in LA. That's my hometown.
They're both, you and her are both from beach towns.
Fuck yeah, let's ride.
Yeah. Your beach town is nicer than my beach town.
Oh, really? What, Calabasas or Malibu?
Malibu's a little nicer than Brighton. Yeah.
You have sand and palm trees.
And sunshine.
Sad and stones.
What? Yeah. Can we stereotype British people for a second?
Hey, I'm pretty British.
Yeah.
Do you think people are angry? It's kind of like Oregon, where there's not a lot of vitamin D. So like it's like kind of they're more angsty. Like I feel like Irish people are like that too. Like what's the vibe there? Give me the 410. That's the word?
411.
411.
You don't notice it until you go home. Jesus Christ, people are angry, particularly at the moment. Like people are so ready to bite your head off about anything. And I think it's the fact, let's stereotype for a second.
Yeah, it's fun.
So we're like, keep calm and carry on. I think that we've reached the boiling point of keeping calm and carrying on, where we're just like at the top of our heads.
Yeah.
Like we can't keep calm anymore. So we're just really passive aggressive, really rude to each other.
Everybody's against everybody. It's kind of it's like massive competition between people. Everyone's a dick. It's like
it's really crazy. Like I don't want to slam it, but when you go home, you're like, wow, no one is being friendly. Like you walk into a coffee shop here, and the server's like, "Hi, how are you today?" And as a Brit, you're like, "Oh, whoa, that's a lot." You're making me really uncomfortable. And,
yes, disgusting.
and then by the time that you get home, you're like, "Morning" to like a barista, and they're like, "Hi." And you're like,
What the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I do?
Those are the people that raised me. Now you get it.
I get it. I'm
very calm too.
Yeah, Gerlach is so calm. I'm like, God, you're just like
I was raised by passive aggressive World War II survivors.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes sense. What's the deal with
you just described the UK.
Yeah.
That's the UK.
Like my grandpa would like
That's the UK.
My grandpa would like insult me as a kid, and like he's so passive aggressive that like I wouldn't realize it till like the next day. It's like, you know what I mean? Like they say something and you like think it's a compliment, and then you're like, wait a second, he called me stupid. He was Scottish though, so.
All right, guys. Well, go do your thing. This has been so great getting to know you guys. I was really looking forward to this, and keep kicking ass. I'm rooting for you guys. Happiness is a great. I mean, both records have been so fantastic. I'm a fan. So just keep fucking shit up out there. Don't let these fucking sound guys either. Don't let these fucking local sound guys get you down either. Okay, guys, fuck them.
I appreciate the pep talk. It was so nice to chat to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us on.
Nice to meet you too. We got one last question and we'll let you go. When it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered by?
My hair.
Yes. Yes, Georgie.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful curls. Beautiful curls.
That's great hair. I'm pretty jealous.
Yeah.
We call ourselves the hair band.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that name was taken, but yeah.
What do you want to be? Sound. Will wants to be remembered for his production.
The golden sound.
I love it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, I'll start calling you Harry if you want.
Instead of heavy.
Yeah. No one said that yet.
Yeah, and they'll get the heavy off. That's cool.
Well, keep making music that makes the world go around. We're listening. So love you, buds. Have a great day.
Thanks, dude. Love it.
And
Cheers, guys.
see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.